Hi friends, my name is Colby Sharp. I am a 5th grade teacher in Michigan, and today I'm going to tell you about the book that we just finished reading aloud. I just finished reading this book aloud yesterday to my afternoon class. It is Rodman Philbrick's Wildfire. You can see Sam and Delphy there on the cover. Now, this is a book that I would have loved as a kid. This is a book that I would have hoped that my teacher would have handed me after she just learned how much I loved Gary Paulson's Hatchet. I wish that there were more books like this in the world when I was a kid, and I'm so thankful that books like this exist now in today's world. It's a story of Sam and Delphy. Sam is at a summer camp. His mom is in rehab, and he is attending this camp while she is in there. His father has died in Afghanistan, and Sam, it's in Maine, and there's these fires, these wildfires, and they're getting close to the camp, so they have to evacuate the camp. And they're like loading up on buses, and Sam goes back for his phone. Those darn phones. And when he gets back, the bus is gone. And everyone is gone, and it's completely barren, and there's no one there, and the fires are closing in, and he has to actually start running for his life. And he's running and running and running, and eventually he just like gets safe, and then he sits down and just kind of catching his breath, falls asleep. Well, he's kind of in like a little swampy area. Phone was in his back pocket. No more cell phone. And so he goes on this wild journey, days where he is running from this fire, and days, and eventually he meets up with a girl named Delphy who, similarly to Sam, was at a camp and got left behind for reasons you'll learn in the book. And it's just this wild adventure of these two kids trying like crazy, like their life depends on it, trying to find a way to reach someone, trying to get help. And it's wild. Like they have all these close calls, and they find like abandoned summer cabins. It is really fascinating to just learn about Maine, the state of Maine, and how wooded it is, and how you can truly be so far away from people. Reading it aloud, my kids loved it. They were on the edge of their seat. They were so into it. They was always one more chapter, please, Mr. Sharp, one more chapter, lots of cliffhangers. Wildfire made for a really fun read aloud if you're looking for adventure. If you have that kid who's read Hatchet, or they have read The Wild Robot, and you're looking for something that gets the juices flowing, something that gets the heart pumping, something that just gets intense, you just have to read it more, and you're looking for a book that kids are going to want to read when you're teaching them something else, but they can't help it, so they just pull this book out and they're going to read it, even when they're not supposed to. They're going to read past their bedtime. They're going to read with a flashlight. Rodman Philbrick's Wildfire. Kids are going to love it. Trust me. Just read it to a bunch of kids who did. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have an awesome, fantastic day, and happy reading.